All right, in this short video, we're going to find the area of a rhombus. We already have a formula for a rhombus because we know a rhombus is also a parallelogram. Which we knew or learned that the area was the base times the height. We also have a special formula for a rhombus, which we're going to say is d1 times d2 divided by 2, where d1 and d2 are the two diagonals. So let's remember what a rhombus is. A rhombus was that special parallelogram where all four sides were equal. And if we put in the two diagonals, we know that diagonal 1 is perpendicular to diagonal 2. In other words, I actually have 4 right triangles in there. Okay, and let's just think real quick. If I were to find the area of a right triangle, and I'm just making these numbers up, let's say where that length was 5 and this length was 8, I can use these two legs for the base and the height, right? I could call this the base and this the height. So my area would have been 5 times 8 divided by 2, or 20 units squared. Because remember, B has to be perpendicular to H. My only point here is that I still have that perpendicular thing going, is because the diagonals, I'm going to use these right triangles. That's why this formula works. So if we take an example, let's make a rhombus, and let's make one diagonal. Now let's do this. Let's say that this length is 5 and that length is 6. I know it's hard to see. So also remember, in a rhombus, since it's a parallelogram, those diagonals bisected each other. So if this segment was 5, then that segment's 5. So one of my diagonals would have been 10. And if this angle or length is 6 and this length is 6, then my other diagonal would have been 12. So in my area formula, then I would have taken 10 times 12 divided by 2, diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. That's 120 divided by 2, which is just simply 60 units squared.